Hi, how's everybody doing? Whew. It's Monday morning. The sun is shining. He paused to see if the noise gate was working properly. And here we are. My wife took the kids out for a walk for a while, and I was like, maybe I get on the internet, play some old games for people. It's a Monday. We're here doing stuff. And want to check out these different headphones also. I'm not I need to adjust the amount of myself I can hear in my headphones, because it's like it's not enough and it sounds like I'm underwater. So I'm going to make a quick adjustment here. I don't know. I just thought, hey, why don't we hang out, play some old games if you're around and you're looking for something to do? As I find myself sometimes, why not? Why not? I guess I can turn the headphones up as a whole, but that's not really what I'm looking for. That does sound better. That does sound better. Well, let's see if that's too loud. So yeah, so I bought different headphones. I wanted to find a set of headphones that were not going to press on my jaw so much, because of my TMJ. And I'm going to get that looked at pretty soon. I need to actually book the appointment for that. I met with the dentist and went through all this process, and they're like, here's what we can do. I'm like, cool. I need to make the appointment for that and get it looked at, because it's been bugging me. Well, I don't know. It's, you know what? I'll say this. It's been bugging me a lot less over the last month than it has over the last 9 to 12 months before that, I guess. So, a little teeth grinding, a little stress, a little something. So, definitely feeling better, but I want to at least get it looked at. They'll probably give me a night guard to just wear at night, which I don't love. I don't know. Part of me was like, yo man, just bust my jaw and put it back together the right way, or whatever. I don't, And there's all kinds of stuff they do. They're like, oh, what if we shot Botox into your jaw? And I'm like, I guess I don't know. I guess I'm open to, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I've had a click in my jaw for shit, man. Let's call it like 20 years, something like that. And I never really did much about it, because my dad had it too, and he was just like, you just got to deal with it. And I was like, okay, I guess I just got to deal with it. I was like, oh no, I can at least try to do something. So I'm going to try to do something. One of these days, I still have to book the appointment. So I got to go to the dentist in a week and a half here, and then I'll have to book a separate appointment for the rest of it, I guess. You know what I mean? Anyway, I thought it'd be fun to hang out and play some classics. Classics. All right, see that now? That's too loud in my headphones, so I need to turn this back down. But turn the mic monitor up to full blast, baby. Okay, that's not affecting the levels. Just needed to double check. Am I pumping through too loud for people before we get started here? I mean, we are started, but sounds good. Okay, because it's redlining like crazy. And I thought I had fixed that, but hey. Here we are. Yeah, the Atari collection, that the thing that the Digital Eclipse is doing, looks really neat. And it'll have Jaguar games on it for, I think the first time there's been like commercial Jag emulation. You Jags. And it appears to have some third-party stuff on there too, because I saw the Miner 2049er logo or box art, in one of those screens. So that's potentially very exciting. They do good work over there. That Blizzard pack with the video interviews and stuff, that was awesome stuff. And the games were treated well as well. So, there's, a handful of outfits out there doing different, emulation packages and stuff over the years. I feel like Digital Eclipse is like really, they care about that stuff. They care about doing great work across the board. Whereas like take that Pac-Man thing that just came out, the Pac-Man Museum thing that just came out not that long ago. And you could see the exact opposite of that approach, I guess. So yeah, high hopes. Yes, Drew, yes, as I understand it, one Drew Scanlon shot the interviews on that Blizzard pack. And yeah. Well, so I am into RetroAchievements. And if you're not familiar with this, it's retroachievements.org. And basically people are creating achievements for old games running in emulators. And I think it's a fascinating thing. And also it's, you can kind of look through the list of like, what are the latest achievements that other people like you and me have added to this website and built. And it's neat because you kind of look through it and go like, oh yeah, this is, you can kind of see what, like it's led to me trying different games, different old games that I maybe wouldn't have looked at before. And that's been pretty good. My account, what is it? Alabama Scammer is my friend. I don't remember how that, that's a line from a fake Red Hot Chili Peppers song by John Daly. And yeah, that's pretty good. So I don't know. So I thought I'd go through some of this stuff and just, look around and see what there is achievement wise, to kind of look at, and, I'm looking at the list here. There's a bunch of stuff for like ROM hacks and stuff too. So there's achievements for something called The Legend of Zelda Gold Quest. And what else? Yeah, a bunch of those. A whole bunch of those. A whole bunch of those. I'm clicking through to the next page to see if there are any other good ones here. And let's see. Let's see here. A lot for that ROM hack. Magic Boy for the SNES. What is that? All right, all right, we're gonna play some of these, and some of these games like I've heard of, and I'm not always like super aware of what they even are. So why don't we start here? Oh, I hope this works. Sometimes, okay. This game is called Totally Rad. And I feel like I've heard the name of it, but I couldn't tell you a damn thing about it. Oh my. Okay. Zeb Coulter playing a key role. Oh my. Now this gentleman is indeed totally rad. Sounds righteous, dude. Yeah, Jake. Put a space after the comma. Have some decency, Jellico. Okay. This looks decidedly Mega Man-esque. Look at that quality scrolling. Whoops, what did I... Oh, I hit up and attack in it. Yeah, this has like a real bad bootleg Mega Man kind of vibe to it. And these things keep spawning it just the way that it's like... Oh! Okay. Slow down. Save me there, I think. Oops, I don't know. You can't walk up these, you have to jump up them. This game is maybe a little achievement heavy. I don't know, that's, you know, that's kind of the thing is like since there are user-made achievement lists, like some games have like 5 achievements and some have a ton. Oh, jeez, well. Okay. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay. Breathe. So you'll see in the bottom right corner there, this is something that happened relatively recently. Oh, geez, where that is an icon for a different achievement that I don't have. I don't know if it's intending to mean that I'm close to getting it or what the actual indicator there is supposed to indicate. Can I shoot at angles? No. That fucker shot me. But I can use magic to refill my life. This fucking... I also can't jump with the charge attack. I can only let that out on the ground. Which is a choice. Yeah, the movement seems very stiff. Oh, that's very slow. Oh, that barrel came at a weird... Okay, we need to heal up. Yeah, who were those dweebs? Was Allison a dweeb the entire time? I like they didn't draw any kind of like image of her being stolen. They just wrote. I wonder what this story seems like in Japan. I have all this stuff also. That I assume I can, instead of healing, I can equip fire. Nope, that just filled my life back up again. I don't... Oh, look at those non-Mega Man, legally distinct, totally... Oh, they get a shot off. Ah! What's the balloon doing? I don't trust it. Oh, that bounces. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know what this stuff does then if... Okay, maybe I gotta pick it. Okay, that's what it is. Well, it just kills everything on screen. That's not fun. I can turn it into a fish? Oh, okay. Well, that's... I don't know. This game's weird. I feel like right here we're getting kind of a... It's like the case for and against manuals for video games, right? Where like... Coming back to this game right now, I have no idea what any of these icons really do. Because the game doesn't explain them in any way, shape, or form. And a tutorial would solve that. But also, I'm sure all that stuff is in the manual. Oh, jeez. Oh, can I just not heal while I'm the flying man? Why are we killing Master Chief? Because he's a dweeb. He stole my girlfriend. Maybe I'll just do this. Now I see why those things exist. I'm like, it's weird that they always spawn in, you know, above where I'm at. Oh, this is a very ugly screen. Sorry, no room for a background. We had to save room for the corn man. Yeah. Corn man killed me. Oh, fuck this. What, are you kidding me? Yeah, Oops. Oh, shit. I meant to heal, but I still had that. And now I can't heal, can I? That's no good. This is going to go bad for us. Some kind of icon on screen that said what you currently had equipped. Could have been cool. Sneaker icon will turn me back into normal. Okay. It's a lot. It's kind of clumsy there, changing back and forth between these powers. But you know, you only got a couple of buttons. What are you gonna do? Oh, that. Yeah, well, okay. I'm doing bad. Oh, well, okay. At least I killed 120 enemies. These achievements every 10 kills maybe a bit. It's maybe a bit much. And then the drop. Oh, geez. Okay. I guess I gotta... Oh, well, so I guess I gotta heal up, but alas. It was not meant to be. Hey, thanks, everybody. Yeah, thanks, Ace Rock. I saw some other folks throwing some subscriptions in there. That's rad. Thank you. There's a Patreon thing. If you're interested in that, that's what is that? That's well, I guess you can just go to, for now, and you know, eventually this will redirect to a porn site because that's how all these things eventually go. You can go to enjoyyourgaming.com for more information about the Patreon, or patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann if you're into the whole spelling my name properly thing. If a man like this, if a man looking like this comes up to you and asks you if you want another chance, you say no. You say no. Especially if he's wiggling his eyes at you that way. So true. So true, Weird Magic Man. Now I'm wondering if the audio gate is a little over aggressive because I'm going to, and I'm hearing it, you know, pop through the gate. Slow attack on that gate there. Any plans for the 4th? No, just doing this, you know, for a while, and no, not really. You know, I live somewhere where there's fire hazards and you know, the kind of off the shelf fireworks are illegal, and they've been doing the city did their show a few nights ago, I think, and then neighboring cities are doing them subsequent nights. So if you wanted to go see a show, you could do it. But the kids go to sleep pretty early, you know, kind of before a fireworks show would even start. So the great Zebediah okay, he's, of course, he's a magician. I should have expected that type of behavior from a magician. I'm gonna go look at the retro achievements page for this. Yeah, there are achievements for using each one of the powers for the first time, and yeah, I would have gotten 5 points for beating the Corn Man. 47 achievements in all for Totally Rad. And I think that's totally rad that, again, that people can just make that stuff and it works relatively simply in an emulator and you can just kind of like do that. I think that's pretty fucking neat. You can set all that stuff up. I'm trying to see if there's anything I recently played that would be fun to go back to. I'm really close to, and this is going to be the antithesis of fun to go back to, I suspect, but let's see if I can look it up here. I only need to navigate through 30 mazes in one session. In Berserk for the Vectrex. Everyone's favorite. I believe navigate through 30 mazes doesn't necessarily mean that I have to shoot robots. That audio is not sounding great. It's a good noise. This is a good noise. Here, turn that down a little bit. We're turn that down a little bit. Have I played Bruce Lee yet? I don't know that any versions of Bruce Lee have achievements in them. Oh, it's Evil Otto. We're in trouble. Just gotta clear a path and keep moving. Uh-oh. We are surrounded. It'll be fine. Again, the right way to get points is to kill all the robots, but the achievement is just to clear 30 mazes. So this audio, yeah, I'll have to bust out the Vectrex and play the real version one of these days because I can't imagine that the audio is like this. I don't know. Old games are weird sometimes. There's like, we thought it would be cool to have this awful grinding noise the entire time you played. Like, yeah, I see why you might think that. That's crazy. I lost count. I stopped counting how many screens I'd been through. But I guess we'll just keep running until the achievement pops. Hopefully I'm reading that right. Because the achievement is written in such a way of like, oh wait, whoop. Shit. Okay. Because this is the last one I need to have all of the achievements in this game. All 6 of them. One of these days, I don't, I've never really looked into what it takes to actually create achievements for retro achievements. But I've made cheats for, for old games before using an action replay or some of the built-in, built-in stuff that some emulators have. It's not that hard to look up numbers and freeze them and all that sort of stuff. And I'm guessing that a lot of the achievement stuff is at least somewhat similar to that. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should fuck. Okay, did I die before I got 30? I did. Fuck. All right. The audio in this is too bad for me to subject you to any longer. So I'll get that on my own time, I guess. That's annoying. That audio, real bad. Real bad. Mr. Do, yeah, so the Mr. Do achievements are not, I should look them up real quick here, because there's no way inside the emulator to just look at a list of them with the descriptions on how you actually get them. I'm curious if any of these other versions have them. Oh, they do. Oh, I have some. Nothing for Mr. Do for the Game Boy. There's some for Mr. Do for the 2600, which is not a great version of the game. None for the ColecoVision version. None for Mr. Do's Castle for arcade. Or Mr. Do's Wild Ride. Or Neo Mr. Do. But the arcade version does have achievements. I just think I've gotten most of the ones I'm likely to get. Because Mr. Do is not an easy video game. It's a quality video game. Yeah, so that 5 of 22 is like for finishing the first, 6 levels and, some stuff like that. So, but there is a leaderboard. Ah, shit. I went at the wrong time. It's always the right time for Mr. Do. That's what I always say. I was watching another prominent Mr. Do streamer who likes Mr. Do so much that he kept coming back to it over the course of a stream. It was like playing other games. I was like, no, you know what? I need to stop right here, right now and play more Mr. Do. But there was just like a fundamental misunderstanding of the mechanics of Mr. Do. Ah, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Rough game. Rough game right there. Rough game. But there's an art to getting the cherries. You get them all in a row to get bonus points. You don't just get like half of them and then stop and then get more. Yeah, just a lot of dropped combos, I guess. A lot of dropped cherry combos is what I'm saying. What are the enemies supposed to be? I believe they're meant to be unicorns. Our ultimate foe. What, 2 T's in a row? All right. Oh, you're over there talking about Dig Dug 2. Jeez. What a weird game. Are we going to have to play some Dig Dug 2? I think there was a question into the podcast this week. Which is tomorrow. Same time. Woo! Very good. A commentary on me as a person and as Mr. Do as a game. Ooh, diamond! There's an achievement for getting a diamond. And the level ends. You win special! One more game! I believe the bonus you get for getting the diamond is configurable by the owner of the machine. If it's like a stingy arcade operator that doesn't want to give people free games of Mr. Do. Oh God! Then I think you can set it to only just give you like an extra life or 50,000 points or something like that. I need that A. I died for that A. Never let it be said. I just gotta get there. Okay. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Yeah, this is Minecraft. Hey everybody, what's up? I'm PewDiePie. I think that's how I say and I love Minecraft. And Fortnite of Freds. And then we got a bonus credit. Let's check out some Dig Dug 2. Dig Dug 2, I guess maybe I should play some Dig Dug 1 here to really set the stage for Dig Dug 2. I played most of my Dig Dug on the Atari home computer, and it's a great version of a great game. I would certainly never deliberately talk mess about Dig Dug, though I will note that, you know, Mr. Do has achievements and Dig Dug does not, which I think speaks to the dedication of the Mr. Do fan base compared to the Dig Dug fan base. But I have a stuffed Puka upstairs, if you know what I mean. Puka is the little bald dude with the glasses. Yeah, here we go. Here, meet Puka. Fygar, I could take or leave Fygar. Check it out. He's a dragon. Sure, Fygar, sure. But Puka, that's my motherfucking man right there. Gangster. Crime buster. I love Puka. I got my plush Puka that I bought in Japan is still wrapped in plastic, Laura fucking Palmer style. after I bought it at TGS. And Dig Dug is a quality product. It's a great game. Let's play a game of Dig Dug, and then we'll play some Dig Dug 2. This music, great. All the music in Dig Dug is good. But it only plays when you walk. Otherwise, you just get this. You got to drop 2 rocks per level if you want to get the vegetable. Everyone knows this. And that last motherfucker will always try to get away. When you get down to one enemy, they're like, I'm done. I'm out of here. You get more points for taking a Figar from the side than you do from the top or the bottom, because that's where the fire comes out of, so it's, you know, kind of inherently more dangerous. And the lower on the map, the lower on the level that you take a Figar, like it's like I'm hunting. I'm gonna take a deer. Ugh. The more points you get. So if we hit a Figar from the side down this low, I think it's like, what, 1,000 points. Yeah, there you go. We must have these mushrooms. Yeah, where you going? Check that shit out. I'm blowing these dragons and Pukas up. Puka is onto it. Figar is clearly a dragon. Puka is clearly Puka. Come on out. So you can always count on them making a break for it. So if you just dig a trench and you're like, okay, I'm gonna just dig a little spot here where they will have to go out of ghost form or digging form, whatever, you know. And I don't know if this was established originally. Oh, God damn it. Just a, you know, awesome, a pure classic. It's like if you're building a list of the canon of video games, you would definitely put Dig Dug on that list, I think. Dig Dug was everywhere. I can hold up out here and still have the music play if you want. And I want. We got dead. Now you see when you got 2 of these fuckers per thing, you know, it's a whole different situation. This is high stakes. And this is why the tip is you don't hold the button. You can hold the button down and slowly inflate and blow up a guy, but that means your pump is constantly in that one person. So if there's another Puka behind him, he's going to run right through and kill you. That's why you mash the button, because then you're shooting it out every time, and you will inflate both enemies. That's my pro tip for Dig Dug. And my other pro tip is it's very erotic. We all know that. Come get me, you fuckers. Die! Die! Damn it. Woo. Did I like Rygar from 2002? I didn't play a ton of it. I don't remember too much about it. I remember being like, I remember being okay. Ugh. Maybe we need some tips here. Maybe we... Hang on a sec. Maybe if we had some expert Dig Dug advice that we'd listen to.
Dig Dug. Dig Dug is a brand new game with the possibility of patterns, but never the same screen. The object of the game is to kill the two types of creatures following you, the Fygar and the Puka, without them killing you. The Fygar, or green guy, breathes fire on a horizontal plane only. So when you're near the Fygar and moving horizontally, you need to move vertically up or down to avoid getting killed.
Okay.
The Puka just flies around at you. Both creatures can walk across any obstacle. In this game you make tunnels. However, when you are digging a tunnel, the creatures move twice as fast as you do. When you are out in the open, though, you are faster and can outrun them. There are two ways to kill the creatures. You can pump them up with the pump button, or you can catch them under a rock. To kill using the pump button, you must push it several times and the creature will burst. One push of the pump button will not kill, it will only delay him.
Okay.
You get a lot more points for getting the Fygar or Puka by catching them under a rock than by simply shooting them with a pump button. However, as a beginner, it's best to just kill everyone as fast as you can by using the pump button. When you've gotten very good at using the pump button, you can shoot to delay, not to kill. The idea is for you to dig down and tunnel back up underneath a rock, getting some of these creatures to follow you. Since they'll move faster in the tunnel than you will, you'll need to slow them down by shooting them with the pump. Remember, shooting to delay, not to kill.
Not to kill.
Now you tunnel up from underneath a rock and face the rock. Hold it there. Then, as the creatures get close, you move to the right or to the left and the rock drops, thus catching the creatures. After two rocks drop, a vegetable appears in the center of the screen for more points. Whenever the vegetable appears, go over it to get the points and then continue play as usual. It is important to know that the only way for you to get by or go underneath one of these creatures is when he's been pumped up.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Horde. Pump button. Okay, now that we've got that advice, here we are, round 10. I need to pump to... I want the vegetable. I'll meet you at the top. Okay. He didn't talk at all about you being able to kind of pump through very thin walls. But it was a very new game, as he said, so... Alright, we need to go for the world record now. No, I never... Dig Dug Island, the Dig Dug MMO. No, I have not seen that. Every bit of music in this game is top-notch. I have nothing bad to say about Dig Dug. Pump button. You think I should put pump button on the soundboard? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. You gotta. The problem with adding things to the soundboard is you got to think about what you're going to take off. Am I going to take the
Crime Buster?
Am I going to take that? I just put this on.
Crime Buster.
This is Cocaine speaking.
Probably can't remove that.
Perfect. Perfect.
Face it straight.
I'm a super now.
Yo, look at that, Kevin. It's the police.
$500? $500?
Culture jamming.
Bring plenty of cash.
Delicious pan pizza and delicious thin and crispy pizza. What more could a customer want?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to think about that. All right, Dig Dug 2. Now, this game came out. What year was this? 85. Much later. I assume the 82 is for the original. Well, So as you see, Dig Dug 2 takes place from an entirely different perspective. And is a 2-button game. You have this drill, that you can drill into the earth with, and also your pump. You have a pump button. Okay, so basically what we can do is we can go here and we can drill there, and they're all dead, and we win. You can only drill at the little holes, and you can drill out in any direction. So like I can go, and it always the smaller piece is the piece that falls into the earth. Obviously, much pretty like it's like better sound hardware. It's like whatever, the same stuff that was in Tower of Draga, I believe. I think that the little graphics in the water to try to make the water look like it's moving is really not great. I think it's more violent than Dig Dug 1, I guess. I mean, we are just sinking. Just out here terraforming. This is what Charlie Sheen was worried about in that movie. This is probably the best game of Dig Dug 2 I've ever played. Because normally I don't use the pump button. Oops, wrong side. Ooh. Get a little grace period there to get back on solid ground. I don't need to do, and I got caught on a corner there. I don't know if that's if you get caught on a corner, you always fall in. I don't know what the rules are. Dig Dug 2, I feel like I don't know that this got a lot of penetration here in the States, or if this mostly just stayed in Japan. I never knew that this game existed until emulation made it possible to play it. Oh, he jumped off into the water. He escaped. They still try to escape. Is there a Dig Dug 3? No, but you could say... You could probably, you know, Mr. Driller is meant to kind of take place in the same universe. Taizo Hori here, you know, Dig Dug. Appeared in some of those games, I guess. Yeah, Joust 2 is a good comparison point, probably. Joust 2 is also a very strange game, but yeah, Joust 2 is definitely identifiable as Joust, whereas this is a completely different perspective, and I guess the monsters can't cross the lines, huh? I don't know that I ever noticed that before. I have not spent much time thinking about Dig Dug 2. Oh, so I guess I can kind of like dig more lines to, you know, kind of limit their access to me. When was this made? Mid-80s. I believe it was 85. Ugh. And yeah, I this game is ass. Frogger, see now, Frogger 2 is a quality product. I'm not going to have people out here in chat bad-mouthing Frogger 2, though I am the champion. This music's pretty good. Ah, okay. Frogger 2, huh? Jeez. Am I going to have to... But you were playing Frogger 2 Swampy's Revenge. That's a different Frogger 2 than... That's not my Frogger 2, is what I'm saying. Do I have an easy way to play? Well, I don't know. Let's look at... Which one is Swampy's Revenge? Okay, that's the Dreamcast game. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. These newfangled Froggers, these brand new Froggers that they put on the Dreamcast, these newfangled Frogger games. I was never a fan. But Frogger 2 Threedeep is the original Frogger 2. Blitz Games, I believe that's the studio that brought us Sneak King and the other Burger King games. So there's a pedigree. This is weird. I'm just like tapping up and then the camera rotates. It's just... Watch out for Frogger's enemies. This game looks bad. The music is bad. This is bad. Okay, we need to try to play Real Frogger 2, which was not in arcades. It was also only a home game, so it's probably about as official Frogger 2 as this is. Oh God. Open your eyes, man! Hell of a cutscene. Oh, right. Yeah, don't jump in the water, I guess, huh? This unattended lawnmower. Oh, yeah, bugs. Oh, God. I exploded. And then you look at this and you're like, oh yeah, they put a little bit of Frogger in here. They put some Frogger in this Frogger. Yeah, I never really... It's entirely possible that I played 10 minutes of this game at some point in the early 2000s. But... Oh, this, I'm, yep. I hit A. I guess don't hit forward in A, you just hit A. This or Buck Bumble? I don't know, I would take Buck Bumble. I mean, this is probably more playable just in terms of... I think Buck Bumble is a fucking absolute mess of a video game. All right, let's see if I can... What is going to be the best way, the easiest way for me to play a little game called Frogger 2, the good one. Was there an Atari 5200 version of it? That might be the... Yes, there is. Okay. Let's drag that onto this window and see what we can do. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. It doesn't. This is in the middle of crashing. Yeah, that crashed. Okay, let's try the... Okay. Sorry, I'm going to jump through a hoop or two here to see if I can make this work this way. Let's see if we get anywhere with this. Okay, Frogger 2. There. Ooh, this audio is fucked. That's a shame. It's a quality tune. Okay, so... Oh, why? So the Atari 52... Damn it. All right. We can't play that version. The Atari 5200 had an analog joystick on it that sometimes is not emulated well all these years later, and it's funky. So we're gonna have to. Well, I have to. This has to happen now. I'm sorry. There's no way around it. We are going to jump through even more hoops. And we are going to load up a proper Atari home computer emulator in the form of Altira. There we go. Okay. And now we are going to try to load the game. Frogger 2. It's in a K file. And the audio's good. So this is basically like what if you had Frogger and then you had 3 levels of it. It's 3 deep. 3 generations deep. So we've got our little berths here where we can, like classic Frogger, we want to get them in these homes here. But what if I don't do that, and what if I just go up on the log? Now we're up here playing on the land like it was regular Frogger or something. Okay. But that's just 2 deep. We're trying to go 3 deep. So we're here in the air, or we're here on the land now. Okay, here we go. And now we're in the sky. And we can bounce on these clouds. And I can land on these birds when I bounce. And that's the end of the first level. So this game's, I mean, I don't know. I think this is kind of awesome. It's ridiculous. It's like a very weird thing. And we can ride on that turtle, too. That turtle that goes up and down. You can ride around on him if you want to. I forget why you want to do that, but you can. Ah! Thing is, you don't die when you fall off. You just go back to the... Okay, we're gonna try and go... Oh, no, it didn't work. There we go. There's a stork up there. We're almost out of time. That's bad. We did it. Ooh. That's why it's not a terrible idea to save one of your bottom berths, your underwater berths, in case you really need it. When time is running out, you know what I mean? All right. Oh. No, I don't want to go to the sky. There's nothing up there for me. Oh, that's bad. Go, fall through the hole. Fall through the hole! Fall through the hole, you fucking stupid frog! Oh, we're dead. Oh, that stupid snake happened to... Ugh. It's hard out here. Hard out here for a frog. Oh, he kills you. Okay, I wasn't sure if he killed you or if he took you to the sky. I guess he took me to the sky in a manner of speaking. But yeah, the goose there doesn't like it when you ride on the baby geese. Oops. Oh, man. Okay. Whew. I feel like this game requires like patience in a way that it doesn't necessarily benefit the game. Like only having one of these smiling whales up here means you kind of really have to sit on these logs for a while. And I just feel like the game can be a little faster paced. Okay. Also, these currents get stronger. Oh. Oh, no. Okay, now those hippos shake. They do the hippo shake, I believe. Where else are you going to see such pro-level Frogger 2, tight strategic Frogger 2 Threedeep play? Damn it. Damn it. Oh. Well, this... You got the Frogger... well, let me tell you. Frogger 2. This is my... this is my Frogger 2. That's my platform from here on out. Is getting really angry that they called another game Frogger 2. Threedeep. You know, it's kind of like the noise a frog would make, like a Threedeep, you know? It works on multiple levels. It's a great name for a great game. These headphones that I got thinking that they would press on my jaw less than the other ones are not helpful. They are not. I don't. This is not working for me. This is not working for me and my jaw. Sennheiser. I don't know. I am familiar with a few different types of Sennheisers from office use and stuff, and I don't know that they necessarily do what I'm looking for. Steel Series. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. There was another set I was looking at, but they were more expensive. So I thought I would try with these because I know these were smaller and they were more kind of on ear than over ear. And yeah. Earbuds. I'm not an earbuds guy. I'm a Frogger 2 guy. All right. That's Frogger 2. We'll switch back over. See if there are any more achievements to be earned. I mean, there are. Okay, we've got to try to grab this and bring it back in. All that stuff. There was a while there that I was looking at extremely expensive headphones. No, I guess not even, because there are extreme expensive headphones. And, you could spend $2,000 on a set of headphones. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. But there was a pair that was maybe like, these were like 80. I don't know. These were okay. Price-wise anyway. And were well regarded, better regarded, and I do think the sound is better than the old Astros that I was using. But there was another set from a company that I was not familiar with. That it was one of those things where like, these are better than headphones 10 times the price and all that sort of stuff. And I thought like, oh, that might be cool to get a nice, good pair of headphones. Then I realized, no, you know what I actually value in a pair of headphones is like not a big clamp on my body, on my face, not a big face clamp. And so I started looking at these going like, oh yeah, because I've worn this set of headphones a billion times over the years, and I don't remember them being much of a problem in a studio environment. Maybe I just need to break them in. Maybe they're just a little tight right now because they're relatively new. But yeah, I don't know. Sound wise, these things are pretty all right. But in terms of feel, they don't feel great right now. So maybe I need to break them in. Yeah, I don't. Frogger 2. What else needs to be said? I mean, you've seen the world's best Frogger 2 player. Is there a world record for Frogger 2 Threedeep? Did we get anywhere near it? Because it seems maybe that's what I need to get into. Like, this retro achievement stuff is fun, but I bet there's also like a certain amount of like going and sniping, finding a site that deals in high scores, which actually retro achievements does do some leaderboard stuff, but people have to code that to work. Start submitting high scores for games that no one else is playing. We mentioned we were talking about Space Harrier relatively recently, and some folks said, hey, what about some of these? What's the worst Space Harrier port? And I wonder how easy it would be for me to dig one of those up. Let's see here if we can. And this is going to be delving into the world of weird old computers. Okay, good. Nope. Wind tape to end and turn it over. Press fire. Let's just try that. Oh, we're not even. This is not even registering a joystick here. Spectrum stuff. Sometimes very tricky with this. Let's see. Yeah, we might not be able to get very far here. I'll have to spend some more. That's you know, you gotta always spend a little bit of time going like, okay, wait a minute, how do I make this happen? Let's see if this. Oh, this is an Amstrad version, but I probably have to type in. Oh, what do I type in to load Amstrad CPC games? Yeah, is this the one where you type chain? Oops. What? Oh, it thinks that the A key is the Q key and the Q key is the A key. Okay, this is a tape. It's a tape, not a disc. So yeah, this keyboard is not mapped super well. So I'm like hitting keys that are supposed to be like. I can't just type tape. No, I also can't type it that way. That's just broken. I need to type a pipe and then type the word tape. And I don't know how to type the pipe. So we might just be boned here. Yeah. No, I know it says it's shift at, but it is not. Or it is not shift to with there's no at key directly, so yeah. No pipe today. Well, we do. Okay, there's a disc version. Maybe that will be better. Maybe not. Okay. All right, Amstrad. I've gotten those games working on a Mister before, so maybe that's the easier solution when we do, if we do decide to dive into this, deep. But there's a bunch of weird Space Harrier games. Oh God. So this is expecting you to be wearing the 3D glasses. I could have sworn that these, yeah. This music is killing me. Okay. I imagine this is somewhat. I'm gonna imagine that this is like 5% more impressive if you're wearing the 3D glasses, right? Like then you're like, oh, okay, well at least it's coming right at me. Because like there's a regular there is a regular Space Harrier, like a non 3D Space Harrier for the Master System. And I don't know why it's coming out looking like that. I don't know why it's still coming out looking like that. What the hell? Oh, it's probably because we have the 3D glasses stuff set on. There we go. So this is the first home version of Space Harrier I ever had. Was the version for the Master System. You see, when they don't have to make it 3D, it's at least a somewhat better. Hey, it's like Air Twister. It's running like Air Twister speeds. This feels so much slower. This is acceptable, you know, for the era. It's not a version you would probably ever go back to unless you just happen to have a very specific nostalgia for this version. But you could do worse. See, if you speed up the sound effects, it takes up less space on the cartridge. The Sharp MZ700 version of Space Harrier. Yeah, okay. I probably do have that here somewhere. I don't know if there's a good MZ emulator for or core for RetroArch for that. But yeah, you know, this was the version that I had at home for years, and you know, because I had a Master System. Someone who was asking KDR 11K was wondering if I had the Master System. That I had the Snail Maze Master System. The BIOS, the kind of, if you turned on a Master System with no game in it, it would come up and say like, "Hey, put a game in." But if you hit something on the controller, it would scroll out of the way and a little snail maze game would appear. And that was kind of cool. And then later they would do revisions of the hardware that would build in different, like they eventually built in Alex Kidd. So if you turned it on with no, you know, then that was like when they were like doing value versions of the system. They're like, comes with a free game. And it was, you know, they built Alex Kidd into the BIOS. Which was a cool idea. Ah! All right, let me look and see what my MZ, my Sharp MZ situation is here. I might have some of that stuff. The Sam Coupe. MZ700 games SP. Oh, I have some MZ games, but I don't have Space Harrier. Thoughts on the last Ninja games? They're great. They were awesome in their day. They're really clunky. They're really hard because of how clunky they can be. Yeah, it looks like I don't, for whatever reason, don't have Space Harrier on the MZ. But that's strange. And then, yes, Space Harrier 2 for the Genesis, a game I happily got my hands on because I was like, oh, hell yeah, more Space Harrier. And then I don't think this game's very good. Fantasyland falls into crisis now. Yeah, just Last Ninja is a really hard. You want to go to Hot Palace? Or are we going to the Stunna area? You know, the music's not as good. The enemies don't look as cool. The bullets coming in, these stupid rings, look like crap. It is just a much worse game And maybe I'd feel differently if this game was running on like the arcade hardware, and so it was running at full speed and all that sort of stuff. But in this form, I thought it was pretty
Get ready.
gnarly, pretty grungy. This game was notable for I forget what you would do. I think it was, I want to say it was Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, no, it was Revenge of Shinobi. So you would put this game in and you would go to like the sound test. You would do something in this game and then rip the cartridge out and with the power still turned on and put in Revenge of Shinobi and hit reset. We do fight Gamera, like a 3-headed Gamera here. So it has that going for it. This boss music sucks. It's just not a good game. And then you would get infinite something in Revenge of Shinobi, or there were. I'm probably misremembering. It probably wasn't Revenge of Shinobi, but basically you would put this game in and do something and rip it out with the power on. And this was in. How do people find that? That can't have been something that people like coded on purpose. It's just got to be some like, oh, if you let this linger in memory and then hit reset, it doesn't clear memory all the way. And so, it's going to write this value to memory that's going to give you infinite lives.
Get ready.
In this other game. And like EGM and like they were printing this like we got hot codes.
Get ready.
Got hot codes. You got to tilt these carts. I guess I like the idea of lightning striking before the boss shows up, like kind of a sky darkens and then, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think this game is any good. Just gonna stand here and let me do this. Oh, he's winding up. No, he's too busy dying. Yeez! There's just other flying dudes showing up now.
Get ready.
Evil frogs. And I remember Space Harrier 1 had cool ass robots.
Get ready.
This skittery, just yeah. But at least they made it so you... here we... okay. Oh, man. We need to make sure we get close enough to see these guys. Okay, it's just the robots. At least they're still in here. Oh! Top Harriers. I bet I didn't make the actual... You know, some sequels just feel like games that they took the original game and said, all right, let's just remove all of this stuff and put in roughly equivalent stuff every step of the way. And this feels like that to me, where they're just like, let's replace the fireballs with these rings. Let's replace the cool jet dudes with weird bone things, and let's replace all the music with significantly worse music. If you don't like Space Harrier 1, get bent. That's what I say. My friends. Do I have Planet Harriers? I do, but last time I tried to launch it, it just immediately crashed. So, you know, probably not going to play it today. It was a lot of work for something that then absolutely immediately crashed. So, I don't know if there's any other. Oh, geez. Well, I mean, we're here. Was there ever an Afterburner 1? Yeah, in arcades, there was Afterburner, and then there was Afterburner 2, but I think when it came time for it to come home, depending on platform, a lot of platforms just got Afterburner 2. The differences are... I couldn't tell you the differences between Afterburner 1 and 2, honestly. Here's the Game Gear version of Space Harrier. With password support. I like how shooting just cuts out the main music. Always a good sign. It's weird because, I mean, the Game Gear is basically just a Master System with a better color palette, right? And different resolution. And I would say the Master System version of this game is better. Actually, if you want to see the worst, you know what? Like these are interesting, right? Because they came out at the appropriate time, and so you kind of have to give them a bit of a break because you know they're working with what they're working with. But then you get to something like this that came out years later. Is this just going to not load? Does this just not load? Why is this not loading? Okay, let me think about reasons why this might not load. Is there a BIOS conflict? Now is this going to crash because I hit restart? Because it likes to do that sometimes. Well, I'll tell you, it ain't working. Okay, we're going to close this the hard way. And let's see here. Let's do this. And now we need to grab this screen. That apparently also, whatever hotkey I used to do that, also apparently turned off deinterlacing. Okay. So this is the PlayStation 2 version of Space Harrier that was part of the Sega Ages collection. These games were discount versions of games. This was 2,500 yen, which is about $25, give or take. And this is I'm going to say the worst. I'm going to say this is the worst version of Space Harrier. Like the other versions have that benefit of like, hey, they came out years ago on much reduced hardware, all this other stuff. This is a PlayStation 2, a platform that is certainly capable of running something better than the arcade version. And this is what they came up with. We're going to options. Oh, wait, wrong. Japanese game. Gotta hit circle. Fractal on. Vibration on as well. Duh. Oh, man. Why did it turn it off? All right, vibration off. Fuck it. So here we go. 2003. Harrier, release yourself now. We've got power-ups. We got bombs. And now that I've blown up the ground, I can't land on it anymore. So the running animation's just gone. And it does have lock-on targeting, which the original did not have because it didn't need it. It will only lock onto enemies, not these trees. Like, I think this remix of the song sucks. The weird speed trails off of your dude, I think, look dumb. I think his hair looks stupid. This stupid dragon looks stupid. Just a terrible version of the game. That I happily bought a copy of. In Japan, I believe I picked this one up. Because for a while there, I was trying to collect all of these Sega Ages 2,500 games. Because each one came with a little card with some details about the game. It was all in Japanese. I didn't read it anyway. But the first one of the series, which I believe was Phantasy Star 1, maybe 2. Again, completely Japanese. Came with a binder. And you could fill up the binder with the cards as you bought the games. And I'm like, well, I have to get them all now. And I ended up getting almost all of them. I'm missing like 4 of them. And one of these days I should really just pick up the rest because I can't imagine they're going for a significant amount of money. Yeah, Exotica. Someone asked about Exotica. Yes, the demo that came out looks cool. The trailer looks like it has some Space Harrier-ish stuff in it, as well as alongside its Star Fox stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Like the idea of just like tasking a studio is just like, hey, make us a budget version of Space Harrier in 3D, you know, in polygons. You could do so much more. Well, you know, look at what the that 3DS thing, right? Yeah, no, every one of these Sega Ages games is bad. And that's also, I think, part of why I became obsessed with getting them all. Is because so many of them were so rotten in so many ways. I think they eventually... There were a few later on where they realized, like, oh, we need to put the original games in here, too. And do some stuff there. You know, there's, like, more we could do for not much more money, development-wise, that would make these games less shitty. And these bosses look worse. Yeah, you know, whatever. You can get angry about this port of Space Harrier all day long. And that's what we're going to do. This is America, Jack. The Game Gear version over this, I mean, you know, again... in the context of what a Game Gear is capable of, and in the context of it being made at that time and all that other stuff, like, yeah, I think, you know, they did an okay job of porting Space Harrier to the Game Gear. It's not a good version of the game this many years later when you know, there's no reason to play the Game Gear version of Space Harrier. You just don't need to do that. We live in a world where you could play the arcade version of Space Harrier instead in most situations, unless you're trying to play it on an actual Game Gear, and then, hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And even the robots look stupid in this one. What are they afraid of? A lawsuit? What is John Gundam gonna come down and serve them with papers? Yeah, probably, actually. That probably is what is exactly what would happen. This looks so bad. It looks like a fake video game. And sounds like one too. Like the music and stuff. Like I just feel like if you showed this exact clip of this bonus stage in like a Tim and Eric bit, if Steve Brule was telling you that you got enough crystals you could get a shield while this footage played, you go like, yeah, that's so funny. Look at that fucking hilarious fake video game. All right, I should stop playing this. So I think when they put this out in the US, I want to say the original Space Harrier was included. Because they put out a collection of these, like it was like Sega Ages collection, or you know, whatever they ended up calling it. All right, die. Keep your card up. Don't get caught off guard. There you go. I want him to say, "Get ready." You know what I mean? Liam Lynch used this drum loop in a bit once. That's all. Okay. That's enough of that. Thank you. Interesting. It's and then we got all the way up to Air Twister, which I still don't know where Air Twister fits in the pantheon of Space Harriers. Other than to say I have tried to go back to it a couple of times since streaming it. And have not really, I don't know, it hasn't really grabbed me. There's something about the speed of it that feels off, and playing it on a phone and all that other stuff. Is Chain Dive a Space Harrier? No, not really. Not really. The stuff in Bayonetta was cool. It was a fun throwback. Let's see. Oh, right. Afterburner technically has a space in it. So yeah, I'm not, and Afterburner is not always. So I don't know if you saw the Sega is putting out the Mega Drive Mini 2 in, I believe, October, and they haven't announced all the games for it yet. But they're also putting out basically an Afterburner controller with a throttle, or I guess so. That's the thing, right? That's the Afterburner 2 difference, right? Is I believe Afterburner 1 here doesn't have a throttle. And Afterburner 2 does. I think that's what it is. And so they are putting out basically an equivalent of the arcade's controls for Afterburner 2. For like $170. I don't know how much the controller costs. Oh God. I played so much of, I guess it would be Afterburner 2, because I had the throttle, right? That's the, yeah. In the arcade, there was a pizza place that I went to all the time, and they had it there, and I would just sit. I would basically play it exactly like this. I'm just gonna sit here and just keep doing these spins, and if I blow up, fine, because I'm doing spins, and I'll just keep putting quarters in until I finish the game, as long as I'm spinning and having a good time. I never got good at Afterburner. I will never get good at Afterburner. Because getting good at Afterburner is just another 25 cents away. Look at all these lives I have now. I will get blown up. It's fine. Why? Yes, exactly. Why get good when you can do hell of spins? While this ripping guitar continues to rip, basically. Yeah, now that I'm actually playing the arcade version of Afterburner 1 here, I think that the difference between Afterburner and Afterburner 2 is a lot more clear to me. So Afterburner 2 here has a throttle stick. And also all these sick balls. Yeah, Galaxy Force 2. Yeah, man. Well, okay. All right. Well, maybe we'll play some Galaxy Force 2 after this. It's been a long time. And so, well, this is not a good default controller mapping here, but my right stick is my throttle here. And so there are situations where it might be worth slowing down. I can't imagine why you would ever do that, but I can. But also I can friggin' speed up. And so you just slam this throttle stick, and it had like a Crazy Taxi has the weird stuff where you like shift real fast and get a speed boost and stuff like that. Like, you kind of have to like slam the stick down and back up again to get up to this full speed. And you see the throttle in the lower right there to actually activate your afterburners, as it were. You kind of have to let off and hit it. And yeah, I think the Sega had the R360 cockpit, which was a sit-down cockpit that spun pretty much all the way around, if I remember correctly. And I believe that was more of a Galaxy Force thing, but I want to say that that there were afterburner configurations for that as well. I don't know for sure. They had a couple of different cockpits. But I never saw one of the full rollover ones until I went to Japan, and it was not in a playable state. So I was not able to get into it and use it. Go, when you're feeling down, when the world's getting on top of you, as I know it can, go look up some Sega Sound Team concerts on YouTube, and listen and watch one of those. You deserve it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Firefox. Great web browser. Great arcade game. Great Laserdisc arcade game. And then we get to... I hesitate to even... But we're here. Then we get to Afterburner 3, which came out on the Sega CD. Not so... Yeah, no. The Firefox, the movie, the Clint Eastwood film upon which Firefox, the video game, was based. Maybe not a great... It has a great idea in that Clint Eastwood has to sneak into Russia to steal a secret Russian plane that can only be flown by you thinking... You think to fly it, and because it's a Russian plane, he has to think in Russian to fly the plane. Doesn't get any better than that.
Let you know this morning that the enemy is building airfields and bases all over the desert. They're protecting those bases with squadrons of their best interceptors. Your job is to take out those bases. If you have to knock down a few enemy planes, so much the better.
So much the better.
And your F-14. With a good pilot, it's holy terror. With you, it should be unstoppable.
feel like this game, because I want to say this game didn't start out as Afterburner 3 or something. Like there's this game, wherever this game came from, it needs to go back there and go away, because it's like they take everything that's great about Afterburner and Afterburner 2 and just throw it in the trash and turn in this thing that's like trying to be a little more sim-like. Sim's not the word. Vulcan Missile Afterburner. View mode. We're going to go with back. We want free rolling mode. Maybe if I'm playing from back view, because it defaults to a first-person cockpit view, and I think it sucks. Right, yes, Strike Fighter, whatever the... Yeah, it's a port of a different non-Afterburner arcade game. That's what it was. Thank you.
3, 2, 1, go!
G-Lock. G-Lock's the other... There was a G-Lock cockpit. Did that use the R360? Maybe that did. Oh, and I guess since we're in... Look at how slow this is. Like, look at how much worse the ground looks compared to those arcade games. I guess I can just hold the Afterburner button down the whole time, huh? I don't know. This maybe isn't as terrible as I remember it being, but it just really seems bad by comparison. Afterburner Climax? Oh, yeah. What do I think of Afterburner Climax? It's awesome. That game's awesome. A very good, like that. There was like that brief era there with like that and those Outrun games and stuff where it just felt like there was some dark corner at Sega where they were being left alone to make like good ass versions of those old arcade games. And then, yeah, because of the licensing of the planes and stuff, Afterburner Climax went away. Because of the car licenses, those Outrun games kind of went away. And yeah, you know, well, look, all right, I believe I have the means to make something happen here. We've got to drag that back to the center because now we're playing modern 16:9 video games. Everyone, I hope you're over the age of 10 because there's going to be violence.
Afterburner Climax.
Now, there was an arcade version of this, right? There was... Stage 14.
Afterburner Climax.
Is this going to get stuck here? This might get stuck here. Yeah. My PlayStation 3 got stuck. Okay. Yeah, no, this game's cool. I'm terrible at it. I'm awful at this game. Because I just wanted to do 6 spins.
Select aircraft. Strike Eagle. Get ready. Fire! 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 Fire!
We'll go with the original, the actual Afterburner Climax music, because I feel like I've never heard it before, because I always change to the Afterburner 2 soundtrack. Like, the sense of speed in this is awesome. Like I'll say the jet itself feels a little like it could be slightly more responsive. Okay, blew up those planes. We're going to blow up these planes now. My climax meter is full. I'm still not 100% sure what that means. I think it's like a slow motion. Just got random jet chatter. Just shouting about missiles and bandits. These are the missions that always screw me over. Okay, let's just keep shooting. I'm going as slow as I possibly can, which is not normally how I play this. Oh, but the prototype! John Cena's here. Just random explosions happening in the air. Better dodge those. Yeah, I should use my climax. I forget which button it is. I guess it's probably one of the L1, R1. Let's go to the volcanic islands. Oof. Got lit up there. Yeah, there it is. So that burns out fast. You do not get much climax. Yeah, he says. Oh, yep. I like how fast-paced and like the between level stuff is. It's just like, all right, here's some clouds, and then now here's a whole new level, and the sun is shining off the water, and like, you know, I'm sure if you slowed this game down and really looked at the ground textures and all that other stuff, it would probably look a little less impressive, right? But at these speeds, this is an amazing-looking video game. Oh. Oh no, your missiles won't lock on the stealth bomber. Okay, we gotta catch up to that thing and shoot it with guns because we can't lock onto it. I don't even see it. There it is. Okay. Ah, guns. I don't even know. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do there. Oh. Oh, man. I climaxed myself to death. A common problem. Like, am I even hitting this thing? No, 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 slow down. Man. Yeah, I didn't get it. Forgotten glory. If I go slow, I've got plenty of time to just blow all these things up. Oh, except for that one. Oh, God. Well. Good, yeah. You killed hella people. Oof. I'm using Climax incorrectly. a common problem. Ah! What a great looking game. Look at this. Ugh. Whoa, whoa. Okay. I gotta slow down to let this guy pass. Oh, that's one way to do it, I guess. Did that target get away? Yeah, I guess so. Vice. Extreme prejudice. That stuff jet guys say. Oh man, it's just like Firefox, the arcade game. You've got to duck radar towers. This is a sneaking mission. So I guess, yeah, they didn't see me. I did it. Ah, look at it. Ah, this game looks so good. This is stupid how good this game looks. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh my god, I just got lit up. Okay. We're getting near the end of this. Nuclear arsenal. That seems like an important one. Oh, geez. Okay, I didn't realize we were going to do a friggin' Death Star trench run. You kidding me? This is ridiculous. What? that's fucking neat. Okay, I no longer have control. Oh, okay. Short video game. Rank in.
Jaguar leader, well done. Zebra's military strength has been neutralized. They're calling for a truce. Nuclear war has been prevented.
Yay. Hey, everybody. Good news. Nuclear war has been prevented. You blew up a whole bunch of people. And now the world is safe. Mission accomplished.
Thank you, everyone. Enjoy some R&R. You certainly deserve it.
This just makes me want to actually go see that Top Gun movie that people keep saying is so amazing.
Enter your name.
Okay, I unlocked some more EX options. I'll go look at them, but that's probably gonna lock up the game again. Yeah, what a great font. Oh, is it gonna lock up right here? Trying to save. It's an interesting bug. Yeah, I think we're screwed on this one. We'll never be able to save my high score that I entered there. I don't have the same love of the Outrun games that were coming out around this time. Like these rebooted Outrun games. I know some people absolutely love them. I don't know. I never spent a ton of time with them. So maybe I should spend a slight bit of time with this one right now. Gotta loosen up my tight shoulders. Tight shoulders today. I don't know why. So this is technically not Outrun 2, but is this like... Is it a situation where this is like the same game, but with online options that obviously are meaningless now? Or is there still a good reason to go get actual specific Outrun 2? Or is this actually... Okay, so this is Outrun 2, but with online? Okay. Okay.
F50. Automatic transmission.
Try to get as many hearts. It's just a French Prince mode here where she just says drive fast, speed turns me on over and over again.
Outrun mode. Magical sound shout.
Okay, so Outrun 2006 is the one that has the most stuff in it. Right. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I think, you know, just maybe I didn't encounter a ton of Outrun cabinets as a kid. And my arcade had the sit-down environmental Space Harrier cabinet that moved and stuff. There's just a lot more Afterburner and Space Harrier in my life than there was Outrun, so I just kind of never developed a massive love of Outrun. I more have a massive love of Magical Sound Shower. Ugh. Oh, yep.
Checkpoint. What fun!
This is another great case of like, none of this environment looks like amazing if you were to stop and look at it, but at such a high speed, it's real easy to just forget about that and go, man, this is nice. This looks great. Though I think Afterburner probably does a better job of that.
Checkpoint. How far are you going to take me?
Okay, all right. Ah. Yep. I knew that drift was coming, but I couldn't get far enough inside. Sure, let's go to Floral Village.
Checkpoint. I want to go ahead.
I'm starting to worry that I'm not going to make it. That I'm going to run out of time, like a second and a half left to drive. Ugh. Shit. Especially not with driving like that. Go!
Congratulations.
Ugh. Yay! Hooray! What? Is he farting? That's messed up. Oh yeah, just pop gears back and forth to drift. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go, the native PlayStation 3 name entering interface. Yeah, this is a beautiful game. I think Afterburner is probably more my speed.
Game over.
But yeah, this was cool. It felt like Sega was kind of onto something for a little bit there in terms of just like finding ways to make these games matter again. And yeah, obviously prices on physical copies of Outrun 06 and some of that other stuff have definitely gone friggin' bonkers over the years. For real. And it's a shame. I don't know, like licensing, it's the double-edged sword, right? I mean, hopefully everyone making games, and it's not this way. I was going to say, hopefully everyone making games now knows that when they do their licensing deals, they need to figure out a way to ensure that those games are going to always be available and all that sort of stuff. But it's not, they're going to always be games like this that are just, some rights are expiring and they are just vanishing off of download services and all that sort of stuff. It's a shame. It's a real shame. Some Cruis'n? Yeah, I don't know. Cruis'n USA? I don't know if I have the means to play it well here. I bet that Final Burn does not play the arcade version, and I do not have MAME set up to play. I mean, it would not take much to set that up, but yeah, it looks like it's just some N64 versions. Oh, and Cruis'n Exotica for the Game Boy Color. Yeah, you want some Cruis'n? Yeah, here. How does this have no achievements? What are people doing out there? All right, Crawfish Interactive. Let's see what you got. All right. We don't need the attract mode. Let's get in there and... All right, Korea. Woo, woo. We're gaming pretty hard in here. I feel like this was a really dark era in handhelds that, like, I don't know. These games have aged so fucking poorly, and I don't know. Well, maybe that's too low. I popped a sick wheelie there. Where, like, the systems became technically possible of doing stuff like this. They, like, from a certain perspective, you're like, wow, that's really graphically intensive. And look at these. I mean, did they render these cars on much, is it like a Donkey Kong Country situation where they rendered these cars on proper hardware and then just captured frames of them to cram into a Game Boy? Which I will tell you, I mean, that's, you want to know what my problem was with Donkey Kong Country. It's the same as my problem with Cruis'n Exotica for the Game Boy Color. No, these are not... This doesn't play well. If you had gone with something that was like a little less graphically intensive and something that had a bit more speed and a bit more control. I mean, there are certainly great driving games from like this era and before that like feel good. Okay. I don't know what happened there. I did a heli spin. I don't know why. Like, this is a mess. This is a mess that probably looked good on the back of a box, right? If we're really trying to dissect, like, why does something like this happen? That's why, right? It's because they can look at it and go like, oh my God, look at it. It's like a real video game, you know, and this isn't a handheld game. Look at these screenshots. And you're like, oh my God. Like an individual frame of this set against other games of that era and before, you probably look at it and go like, wow, but man, no. Like, even this menu is just like, come on. This is probably not going to be a great way to play this game. I don't know. I find that, yeah, Crawfish Interactive did a lot of stuff, right? I mean, they did Alpha 3 on the GBA, which I remember being all right, right? This was an interesting era because, yeah, you had like those teams that were just like we're the commando developers that are just like down here making the weirdest handheld games you've ever fucking seen. Yeah. This is the only... There are two Cruis'n songs that matter. It's this one, and there's one in-game one. Oh, I need to figure out how to drive. Okay. Left trigger. And it's this one. I know we've talked about it before. In my head, the guy that wrote the band that wrote Pumped Up Kicks listened to this song while they were doing it. And I will not explain further. I probably played more of the... I probably reviewed this game, actually, now that I think about it. This N64 version. But this is a little, I don't know. US 101 demoted. So that's the other thing. I wonder if those are, those are probably achievements that did exist for this game that got replaced by better ones or something. And so maybe those old achievements got demoted. I'm not sure. Road Rash 64. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. Because Cruis'n World was just about out when this was coming out. And so it was just kind of a weird, like, hey, home gamers, go pay way too much money for this arcade port of a game that is being replaced in arcades. And also, you know, I don't know. This game is never was super awesome, I guess I would say. I don't know. Road Rash 64. You run into problems here and there sometimes when it comes to Nintendo 64 games on a non-Nintendo 64 controller. Well, let's load it up and see what happens. I can drag that over a little bit and a little Pacific Coast Power and Light. They did WWE Crush Hour, so
and don't forget the Joker, and don't forget the Joker.
let's just go with that one. Oh, maybe we can join the Thrashers. Oof, look at this smeary, beautiful mess. Look at this thing. Bonked by Big Jim. That sound effect was stuttery. Is this running slow? Oh, God! Is this one where I have to run back to the bike? No, okay. Ah! Oh, was that the end of the race? What happened there? I was trying to beat those people up. Damn you, Big Jim! Oh, good. I need some batteries. My smoke detector needs some. Oh, I can pop a wheelie. Oh, God. Maybe I don't want to do that right here, huh? Bump. Oh, do I get arrested by the cops for wrecking near them? No? Okay. Suck it, Big Jim. Yeah, you know, I don't have super fond memories of a lot of the Road Rash games. think there's just a lot of them that didn't hold up super well. Second place again. Big Jim! You scumbag! Oh. Well, I still don't have enough. I mean, I need a lot of money for a better bike. This isn't... Okay. Well, good, because, you know, I don't want to have to sit here and jerk around with inventory stuff when we could just be smashing people. Yeah, I don't know. This one feels like a lot better than I remember. I remember the time people loved this game. I think I had gotten to a point with Road Rash just as a concept. I was like, all right, like a good Road Rash game, sure, whatever, who cares? But yeah, this. Can I grab that from him? Is that a? Yeah. But it is still just like, I don't know, get in the middle of the pack and just start wailing on people, which is fun, but... See, I was too busy trying to smack people, and I finished third. Big Jim. Yes, Mean Machine. Yes, sure. Yeah, Mean Machine. How'd you spend your 4th of July? Oh, you're just hanging out, listening to Mean Machine. You know, back when Sugar Ray meant something. Back when Sugar Ray had something to offer, you know what I mean? Back when Sugar Ray wasn't pumping out like Jenny Jones music or whatever. Back when it was real. Do what I want. Oh, that's... Well, I don't know that I can punch a cop car off the road. Must have 2 stars. We get a tank. Did I finally win one? There. There. That's right. That's right. Out here riding motorcycles screaming, fuck the cops. Oh, yeah, okay. This time I'll do it. Yeah, that's right. This game holds up okay, I'll say. You know, like the controls are responsive. Like I think it's ugly, you know. Well, okay. It looks like an N64 game. How's that? They can't all be Beetle Adventure Racing, am I right? Okay, so is that enough to... It is not enough to buy a new bike. You ride solo. And thanks to Road Rash 64 here for ensuring that when this video goes up as an archive, I'll have to fill out a bunch of fucking forms. As I give my Road Rash review. Some bad stuff happened back there. We're just gonna keep going. Look at that thing back there saying how fast Big Jim just caught up. Like the rubber banding, like they're not even trying. Oh. Shit, man.
All right, on the ground, move.
I don't know. That cop raced away. I don't know. I don't feel like I got busted there. I feel like that cop just knocked me off my bike. Let's do one more race here. That's fun. Have an achievement for hitting a pedestrian. Oh, God. Just fetal position. Just done. Yeah, like there's enough of a sense of speed to this where like the wrecks seem gnarly, you know? But also the racing itself and the AI and stuff is pretty crummy. Oh, God. Hey, Big Jim. Fucking die. I said you fucking die. Oh. I mean, I guess with the way that these races go, like you going from 1st to 10th, every single crash, they need to have it, pretty rubber bandy. All right, everybody hit the brakes. Forget the part where the cops are right here. Race is over. We're okay. Yeah, I don't know. I remember people being like way into this game. I guess let's get this. Let's get a Firecracker 650. Are we gonna join the Thrashers? Yeah, sure, I guess. I don't know. Welcome to level 2. This is great text. This is a great effect here on this text. All right, I guess now I'm in a gang. This is a gang, and I'm in it. Oh, that's a big turn. That's a big turn. We have blown it. Okay, here we go. Hey, we won another one. All right. Suck it, Bruce. Suck it, Siebert. Pops, if that is your real name. Finally, a game with attitude. Gotta save our progress. That's Road Rash. Back when it meant something, I guess. Well, I don't know. Was that the last time Road Rash meant anything? Was that the last Road Rash? Is that the last one they made? Road Rash was one of those franchises that felt like very much diminishing returns, where it was just like every one they made was less interesting. Oh, Jailbreak. Right. Road Rash Jailbreak. But I remember at the time Road Rash 64 being something that N64 fans were definitely into at the time. I remember that sticking out as like, oh man, yeah, good old PCP&L developed something that at least like felt, and it did. I don't know, that game feels all right. Like gameplay wise, the controls are responsive, and you know, like it looks like an N64 game, all this stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I remember that game being something that the N64 fans specifically were way into. But at a certain point, the N64 fans were into anything that was coming out on N64, and they were clinging to it. And there was some weird, I mean, as there is now, as there has always been, there was a bunch of weird fanboyish kind of stuff around the N64, where people were like, I can't believe you didn't give this game a 9, you know, to every single like random third party N64 game that you're just like, yeah, I guess, I don't know, it's all right. I guess you could play that. But Road Rash 64, for whatever reason, as a game, I remember like having that vibe around it, where there was like definitely people that were super pumped for it, and yeah, I don't know. The N64 is kind of bad. I don't know. It's that there's, if you had one there, it's not to say that there were no games on it or anything ridiculous like that. There's some amazing video games on the N64. Did you see hey, we'll probably talk about it on the podcast tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time right here. But the Triforce percent run that happened at GDQ over the weekend. It was a fascinating little thing, like really blurring the lines between like hacking out the beta content that was still on the cart, and then also like kind of a ROM hack that they were inputting via the controllers, which is a really pretty mind-blowing thing. I don't know. Tool assisted speedruns are my favorite speedruns because they are usually the most broken. And I really like that a lot. But yeah, the idea that they were able to just like cram, a ROM hack and story stuff into that game, like just shoving it down the throat of the controller ports and all that sort of stuff is really neat. There's an hour-long video. I mean, yeah, it took them about an hour to do it or whatever. It's really neat. It's really something else. I think, there's some people that are a little like miffed because they maybe didn't do a great job along the way of describing what exactly they had made custom and what exactly was left on the cart. Like after the fact, they did say like, hey, anything we said that was beta stuff left on the cart was beta stuff left on the cart. But the rest of it, they kind of didn't come out and say, this is the stuff we made until the very end. And so it's kind of a weird thing that people have opinions on. But I thought it was a pretty cool concept, a pretty neat thing they did. But all that arbitrary code execution stuff, when they just like find ways to cram new code into a game, I think that stuff's rad. So yeah, check that stuff out if you haven't seen it. It's an hour-long video, but I watched it last night and I was like, this is really fascinating and touching. I think what the thing that they made also I found to be quite touching in a way I did not expect. So know that going in. Anyway, thanks everybody for hanging around. I'm going to take off. If you're here in the US, I hope you have a good day off. If you have it as a day off. I guess it's just, I'm just now realizing I don't work for a company that has some specific calendar of what the days off are and are not. Huh. It's kind of fucking awesome. All right. I'm going to go. We'll be back in the morning with the podcast. I'm still building the list of news stories and stuff like that. So be back 10 a.m. Pacific time. And I'll be here to talk to you about all of that and more. Head over to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. If you want to know more about this thing that we're doing here, sign up. Get over on the Discord and hang out there. We've been over there talking. I've been getting good Steam Deck tips and such for getting all of the nefarious stuff. Well, basically all the stuff I played today, I could have played on the Steam Deck. Just about. No, actually, yeah. Yes, all of it. Everything I played would run on Steam Deck. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get the USB-C to HDMI, all the cabling needed to capture from a Steam Deck, but like that it would look like this stream did, but some of the games would run worse. I don't know if that's actually that interesting. So that's why I haven't really felt the need to like capture Steam Deck footage directly, because it's not that immediately interesting. But I don't know. I guess like it feels like people have done a lot of that already, but maybe they haven't. I don't know. Maybe there'd be some interest in that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll take a look and see if I can get a hub that will charge the Steam Deck as well as. That's my well, you know what? I'm probably gonna review the Steam Deck at some point in some form or another. But I'll say the negative thing about the Steam Deck, I would say, is that the battery life is sometimes kind of wild in terms of like you look back at it and you're like, whoa, 15% of my battery is now gone. Whoa. Like there's definitely some battery life stuff I've noticed so far with it, but also it runs 3DO games, and I copied a full set of Sega CD games over to it, and that works. And that's pretty awesome. And it runs Shredder's Revenge really well, and some of that other stuff too. So it's I don't know. I feel like, well, whatever. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But like, I guess like the short version is that thing blows me away. It's super not for everybody. Yeah, in its current form, it would be a real mess to try to sell it in stores, because I think you just need to know more about things. Like if someone just walked in and bought it and were like, great, it's just like a Switch. Like, no, it's super fucking not. Like there's a lot of clunky, rough edges. They've sanded off a lot of them, but you can stumble your way into weird territory pretty easy on that thing. And so I don't think in its current form it's something they should be just like selling to whoever, wherever. But it's pretty odd. It needs a fanny pack carry case. So the carry case that came with it, I gotta go. But it has this weird thing on this weird strip on the back here. I guess this would be where you put the power adapter. I don't know. This looks like, what do I put my sunglasses in here? But the case has this slot back here. You could probably retrofit this in some kind of fanny pack-esque way. If you were so inclined, you could probably turn this official case into a fanny pack relatively easily. With this elastic strap, you could just put something under here that makes it kind of clip around, whatever. Like, I think you could, loop it around your belt. There's a lot of stuff you could do there. If you wanted to do that. Yes, time to bust out the Zubaz. The number of times I've looked up Zubaz pants and thought, like, I should just get a pair of these. That'd be real stupid. And thankfully, I have not pulled the trigger on that yet. But hey, Anyway, okay, sorry. I'm going to go. Everybody have a fantastic rest of your day. And if you're watching the archive, I'm about to say goodbye. And then if you're live, I'll be here for a couple more minutes. We'll hang out. We'll raid somebody or something. And yeah, have a great day and have a great week. And we'll be back tomorrow with more podcasting and more Steam Deck talk.